Hey, welcome to Marla Guides, aka Third Eye, and I'm back here with another message. How's it going? Hope you guys are safe where you're at. I got some downloads that I want to share with you. So, I don't have a song, but right off the bat, I heard was being from undervalued to overvalued. So, collective, you could have been in a situation where you're undervalued, someone or something or a system, a society, a corporation, they did not value you as a person, a worker, or an independent contractor. They didn't value you. They didn't value your work. They didn't value your skill set. They didn't value you. You are being led to leave that situation. With the Queen of Swords, you're in this Queen of Swords energy. You're very cutthroat right now. Not in a bad way. You're just using your throat chakra more. You're standing up for yourself. And right now, you're in the energy of you're getting back what's owned and what was taken from you. Um, I do see with this Sun Card Leo energy, you're this very abundant, bright person. And you have too much to offer to be treated a certain way. Too much, way more to offer than what you were settling for. And this cycle, I think the lesson was, are you going to continue to be undervalued or are you going to go where you're valued? Your lesson was stop accepting the bare minimum. This isn't this doesn't have to be just like a relationship, romantic, friendship, platonically, work, career, anything, finances. This is all of above. This is what's recognizing your power, your your value. Are you gonna continue to accept treatment behavior that you know is not up to your standard, up to your part, or are you gonna go where you're gonna be treated like royalty, like a queen or a king that you are, because you have value, more value than the situation, the people that's in that situation. With the strength card, Leo energy, yeah, very fire energy, fiery, very bold, very bright, strength. Yes, so you have to be strong in the situation. I think you were trying your best to hold on and to hold out, but I think as time went on, collective, it just got to the point where you were like, you know what? I'm okay. I don't need this anymore. Tower card, yeah. So a tower is coming down on this situation. I think when it regards to this situation, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So in this situation, it was a lesson for you, collective. You had a lesson to learn in this situation. But not only did you have a lesson to learn in this situation, collective, your vessel was being used by the divine. The divine used your vessel to expose the corrupt. We're gonna leave that right there. And we're gonna go back to the lesson. You had a lesson to learn about your worth, about your value, self-worth, worthiness, value in yourself. This is this is self. You had to learn. You had to go through this because you were obviously struggling, collective, with self-worth issues, value, confidence. I'm not saying you can't embody, but you were lacking it. That's why the divine had to do a double whammy and let you go through this lesson, but also use your vessel to expose the corrupt. See, you weren't just an average being person in this situation. You're far from average. You're really not average. You are abundant. You are magnetic. You're a divine being. And the thing is, because you're so humble, that's where you have to become. more in your power. It's okay to be humble. You're humble because you had a humble beginning because of what you've been through. You have to step in your power. You have to demand respect, demand your worth. You have to demand what your value is. You have to let it be known. This is my value. This is my worth. And add tax to that motherfucker. People didn't know the value of you because you didn't know the value of you, collective. That's what the real issue was. You didn't have value. Not saying you didn't have value, but collective, you forgot your value. You forgot your own self worth. So, in this situation, these people, this company, whatever, they didn't know your value. They didn't know your worth because you didn't know it. So, how were they able to, show you respect in a way where they see and know your value and your worth? So with this tower moment, you're making a statement by knowing your worth and value. So whatever you did, collective, or whatever you're about to do, you're making a statement. That statement, I know my value. I know my worth. And add tax to that motherfucker. That's what you are stating with this tower moment. Bottom of my deck, secrets, the moon card. People are about to find out who you really are. I just heard the Hannah Montana song. You get the best of both worlds. So, you know how basically Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, how she was two people in one? She was a pop star, but she was also a regular person. Like, so people are about to find out your real identity or who you really are. Like, I feel like I did this. Yeah, I definitely did this message like last year or 2 years ago. But these people about to find out who you are. They're about to either look you up or they about to end up, I don't know how, but they about to end up finding who you are. Social media, I just heard, and they're about to see that basically you were kind of like a hidden celebrity. Like collective, you're like a celebrity, and these people kind of treated you. I mean, you're not going around and like I'm a celebrity. I like you're Beyonce or something. No, you're just whatever field or whatever you do. You have celebrity kind of energy. Like you're like a celebrity. And yes, people do respect you in your community. It's just people don't respect themselves, so they can't respect you, right? But whatever the situation is, these people, they are about to find out who you are. I just heard look you up. And they're going to look up and they're going to see who you really are. So, yes, if you have social media, they're about to find out who you really are. See, this is what I mean. Because when they find out who you really are, when they start searching, researching, and looking you up, they are they are they're gonna be shocked. Not only will they be shocked, they will be in a regret because they treated you a certain way. And they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you know this person? Oh my gosh, you know that person? Oh my gosh, you do this? Oh my gosh, you do that? And it's like, oh, can you have oh it's like they treated you like shit and then they wanted to ask you for a favor or like a shout out, but it's like they can't. And they're like, fuck, why did I have to do that? Why did I have to treat her like that? Why did I have to treat him like that? Fuck. Now they're just bitter in the background. But they're regretful, but they're still bitter. So you know your value, you know your worth, and you're actively stepping in that with this Queen of Swords energy. And you're going to show these people, I know my worth. I know my value. You don't know my worth. You don't know my value. But somewhere else will. And that's going to be bad for them because they're going to learn your worth and value too late. It's going to be too late. And once they do figure out your worth and value, you're going to be gone. You're going to, like I said in the beginning of the video, you're going somewhere where you're going to be valued and your worth is going to be seen the first time around. Not the second, 11:11 on my time clock. Not the second, not the fourth, not the fifth, the first time. Wherever you're going, they're going to see your worth, your potential, your value the first time. And they're going to take a chance on you. Why? Because you took a chance on yourself, collective. Risk taking. You took a chance on yourself and these people and or whatever this situation regards to, whatever you're going to. Doesn't matter. Because you took a chance on yourself, they're going to take a chance on you. And in that result, you're going to be rewarded because you left your comfort zone. You left something that was comfortable, but you were like, you know what? You're like a bird in a cage. I want to be free. So you freed yourself and you flew away. And you're going somewhere that you're going to be valued and respected and treated like a fucking human being with respect and care. You're going somewhere that's actually going to treat you like a person and not a robot. You're actually going to go somewhere that treats you with respect. You're actually going to go somewhere that's going to speak life into you, into your plans, into your goals, into your dreams. You're going places. And if you didn't get out your comfort zone, if you didn't have go through this tower moment, you would still be stuck in your comfort zone, accepting the bare minimum, accepting breadcrumbs, bum behavior because you were comfortable. Collective, I'm so glad you found your voice, your worth, and your value, and your and every. I'm so glad you started to see that within yourself. You started to see that sun, that light in yourself again. They dimmed it because they had you in survival mode. They had you in lack. With the Page of Cups, they had you in lack. You said no more. You took back your power. With this Queen of Swords, you took back your power, collective. They was not expecting that. Once you took back your power and you brought this tower moment, all hell broke loose. Because they wasn't expecting you to do that. They thought they had you right what they wanted you. But you showed them. Mama ain't raised no dummy. Daddy ain't raised no bitch. That's what you fucking showed them. You collected these people thought, yeah. Hold on. Got the death card, Scorpio energy. These people thought, Oh, followed by the judgment. Yep, followed by the judgment card. See, these people thought that you were just going to continue to accept the behavior, the mistreatment, the abuse, but you put the death to the situation. You close the ending, you close the chapter, you ended the cycle because you learned the lesson. Collective. You ended the cycle, you ended the chapter, you closed the door because you learned the fucking lesson. Endings brings what? New beginnings. You're going to go somewhere that is going to be 20, 10 times, 100 times better than what you're leaving. And you're going to get more than what you were getting. You're going to get more and some. Brand new opportunities, new people, new environment, new energy, a new era, a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of living. Bro, where you are leaving, it puts you in the page of cups. It was not nurturing you, it was taken from you. Bro, where you are going is going to pour back in you with the sun, Leo energy. Wherever you are leaving, they're going to be under judgment. It put you in the page of cups and lack. And you ended the cycle because you woke up out the illusion. See that? You woke up out the illusion and you brought up this cycle. You realized you didn't want this. You wanted more. Because you deserve more. You're getting back the abundance that they took, the abundance that they withheld, the abundance that you were supposed to get. You ended the cycle. You you closed the door. You ended the chapter. You finished, and you learned the lesson. Now, your new beginning. Your new beginning is coming. These this these people, the situation, whatever this is, they're gonna wish they treated you better. It's gonna be a lot of apologies, a lot of kissing and making up, a lot of fake apologies, a lot of fake, 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 a lot of faking, a lot of faking, a lot of faking. Lover's card. Yeah, you're gonna have a choice. Are you gonna stay? Or are you gonna go? Collective, I can't tell you what to do. But if I was you, bitch, I will run. I will go. Because where you're going, you're gonna get so much more. And if you would have stayed, you're going to be in the Knight of Cups. You're going to be more in lack. Devil card, yeah. Deception, deceit, lies, manipulation, trickery. Ain't nothing for you. You're going to be bound and chained to a system that don't even fucking value you. They just want control. How does that work? They want to control you. With the magician card, yes. They just want control, like I said. They want to control you. They want to use you. Like I said, once they find out who you are, which is going to be very, 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 very soon, they're going to want to control you. They're going to want to offer you something, butter you up. That's why it's going to be a choice. But I'm advising you, collective. You have free will. But I'm advising you to go to that new opportunity, that the new cycle. Not only will you have abundance, which is money, new opportunities, a new timeline, you also have create create ooh, I can't even speak, creative opportunities. You have love coming in. You have new business plans, new business ideas, new things just coming and working out for you. If you would have stayed, you would have been more stuck and stagnant, and you would be more delayed. Staying where you're at is delaying you. Leaving and going forward is going to amplify. It's going to move you forward. It's going to help boost you up. You're going to move up in life. Stay where you at. It's gonna be in lag. Baby, you're the star. Aquarius energy. And they hate it. It's you. And it's not them. They don't want to keep you stuck. They want to keep you in lag. They see this within yourself and they want to abuse it. Go where you're valued. Go where you're wanted. Go where you're celebrated. Don't stay where you're tolerated. Bro, you're about to get justice. If you go forward and go to this new opportunity on this new timeline, you will get justice in all aspects of life, in different areas in your life. Not just one, not just two, not just three, not just four, not just five, not just six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're going to get new beginnings in all different areas of life, areas that you think that might not be that big of a deal. No, in this timeline, if you move forward and go to your new timeline, you will be blessed in different areas in your life. But you gotta take the chance. You gotta take the risk. You have to know your worth. You have to know your value. And act tax to that motherfucker. I'm gonna keep saying that. Because it's the truth. Collective, you're getting justice. And like I said, you have free will. But I'm advising you to tell you to move forward and go to the new beginning. You have so much to look forward to in this new beginning. If you stay where you're at because you're comfortable or because you're scared to move forward, or you just don't want to let it go, I'm advising you to tell you to let it go. You're not wanted. You're not valued. They don't respect you. Once you're gone, once you show them that you don't need them, they need you, they're going to respect you. But it's going to be too late. Because they should have already respected you from day one, from the beginning. They shouldn't have to wait till you leave, till you threaten to leave, or till you actually leave for them to show you respect. They should show you respect from the very beginning because you're a human being. They shouldn't look down on you for any type of way. But that's their lesson. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't undervalue. Don't undermine. Um, all whatever you want. Don't none of that. Baby, you about to get your justice. I just heard sexy and grown. So, like I said, you're getting justice in all areas of life. So yeah, you can be definitely meeting a love, a new love coming in, and it's gonna be like a sexy and grown love. But the thing is, collective, you won't get that. That's in the energy. That's in the orbit for you. But you won't get that. And not unless you move forward. And if you don't move forward, it's just going to become more stagnant in your current situation. It's you're actually going to delay your blessings. So I'm advising you, tell you, move forward, go where you're celebrated, go where you're valued, go where you'll be looked at as a human being. Don't stay anywhere that they tolerate you and barely acknowledge you and your efforts. Remember, this is about value, self worth. You are worthy, collective, and you have value, more value than all them people together. It's not a competition. But if it was, you'll beat them all. Like I say, you're getting justice. And I hope you make the right decision. I hope you choose the right decision. It's up to you. Do you want new? Want new everything? Or you want to stay stuck in your old, where everything is stale, dull, and miserable and lacking? If I were you, I'll choose door number three. That's the message.